Chiefs by the score of 31-28. Hello again, everyone, and welcome to the State Farm post-game show. Coming up next, the big Thanksgiving festivities continue with an outstanding college hoops matchup featuring number 4 Duke and number 22 Arkansas. Again, that's coming up next right here on CBS. But right now, we take you back out to Jim Nantz in Dallas for a special presentation.
Thank you, JB. Thank you, JB. We love you. It's our honor to present the Madden Thanksgiving MVP Trophy, which aims to reflect Coach Madden's joyful contributions to the game and the NFL's Thanksgiving traditions. Along with the trophy, the MVP will receive a $10,000 donation from the NFL Foundation to the youth football program of their choice. Youth football was something that meant a lot to John, so this is another way of honoring his legacy and impact on the game. Tracy, down to you.
Well, thanks a lot, Jim. Now, we can give this trophy to basically anyone on this team, but Dak, we are going to hand you the John Madden MVP Award for willing this team to victory today. And I know the importance of this one. And then you talked about it, having Patrick Mahomes on the other sideline. You've won 5 Thanksgiving Day games. Where does this one rank for you?
Yeah, at the top of it. Definitely does. Just being able to play this game with these guys. You see this brotherhood, how much it means, what we've been through this year, but the way that we're able to just show our resilience, keep fighting. Now this is our 3rd in a row. We can do anything that's in front of us. And with these guys, the confidence that we have, we're looking forward to it.
You talked about these guys. Let's bring in CD right now because we talked about what happened last week and the way this guy rebounded. You said you weren't concerned whatsoever. CD, talk about your mentality coming into this one.
Next game is going to be my best one. That's always my mentality. Regardless if I play good, play bad, I got my guys with me. I know they got my back and vice versa. So it's all love. It's understood. And just go out there and do my thing.
You beat both Super Bowl teams in back-to-back weeks. Where is this team right now in terms of how well you are playing and the confidence you guys are showing out there?
Yeah, we're good. We're playing very complimentary. We got a defense that's making plays, giving us opportunity after opportunity. And these guys, I mean, offensive line starts with them. I just get the ball to these playmakers, all these guys around me, and they just go make plays. So it's fun. We're a hot team right now. We're going to stay right there, like this turkey, baby.
Yeah, CD's getting in on it. You get a turkey leg. You get a turkey leg. You get the whole turkey. Dak, come on, Dak. You get a turkey leg, too.
Take the leg.
Feast up, guys. Congratulations. Enjoy this win and happy Thanksgiving. JB, back to you.
You know what? He's going to eat that turkey by himself right here, folks. As we welcome
Yeah, he got real intimate with that turkey.
Speaking of intimate, you know what? Nate is just unbelievable. Pre-game show, he picked the exact score that would be the final score. Here it is.
So I know they're going to try to light up the skies. I feel like Pickens is going to make a big play. CeeDee Lamb is going to step up. He needs to show up for his team. I got the Dallas Cowboys winning this one, and a close one, 31-28. Nostradamus strikes again, baby.
Good call on that. Good
Thank you,
call
brother.
on the receivers having big games.
Yeah, they did. They
guys
did.
stepped up. Well done, Nate.
Thank you. Yeah, and Pickens, I'll tell you this. Listen, CeeDee Lamb, he did show up. He said, my next game will be my best game. He's had some drops, but man, was he sure-handed today. But Pickens, George Pickens, mark my words, in a matter of time, he will be not a good complimentary 1B or 1A. He will be one of the best receivers in the league. He's just scratching the surface.
But a smart move for the quarterback to get CeeDee Lamb in early.
Absolutely. Coming off the game that he had the previous week and then to get somebody going, right? This is where I think Dak is on the next level of his career. It's the ability to manage the guys around you, to understand the personalities, and to get your playmakers the ball. And we look at these guys today. George Pickens, 13 targets, 6 catches, 88 yards. I hit on that FanDuel, Nate.
Yeah, good job.
Then we got CeeDee Lamb, 7 receptions, 112 yards, and a touchdown. But Dak, to me, was the story of this football game. And it's not only because of the numbers, it's the end of the game as well. If you're going to beat the Kansas City Chiefs, we saw Patrick coming back in that game, make some spectacular plays, the scramble to the right, the big play down the field. You've got to close them out, and you've got to finish the game with the ball in your hands.
It's valid.
Dak did an excellent job at the end of that ball game.
Yeah, I think for the Kansas City Chiefs, this is about penalties. I mean, they sat there, they had 5 defensive interference penalties, and also the blitz. Dak against the blitz, 15 and 19. Outside of that first
smooth.
series, he did not flinch at all. They could not get any pressure on him. And you think about the Kansas City Chiefs a year ago. Very good in one-score games, 12-0. This year, they are 1-6, and then they're 1-5 on the road.
Yes.
So they have no margin of error. They got to win out, in my opinion, to make it to the playoffs.
Yeah, they got to win out, and it's going to be a tough road. Right now, they're on the outside looking in. On the flip side, like Tracy said, you got the Cowboys beating both the Eagles and the Chiefs in back-to-back weeks. Now you're getting into the latter parts of November and December. If they close this thing out and they continue to play the way they're playing, and like you said, Dak Prescott, we're not saying it enough, and you have been saying it. He is playing some of his best football. Not just the way he's delivering the rock, but how he's moving and negotiating the pocket with his feet and then getting the ball out.
And there was a lot of news made at the beginning of the season for Dallas Cowboys trading Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
Quinnen Williams coming back in and
Yes.
Overshawn coming back. That
Logan
defense is
Wilson.
really playing good football right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, their defense is playing well. I mean,
Day leading up to Bengals and Ravens, the night game Thursday night. Joe Burrow back in time for this one, a huge Thanksgiving triple header. We've been looking forward to it for weeks, and sure enough, yes, the action will be playoff implicating to kick things off in week 13 of the 2025 NFL season. Welcome to NFL Game Day morning on Thanksgiving morning, presented by Lowe's. You've earned Thanksgiving football. Rich Eisen here in Los Angeles. My other three guys didn't bother to get on a plane. Good to see you, Steve Mariucci and Kurt Warner and Gerald McCoy. I am still thankful for you, obviously. Jane Slater kicks off hour number 2 of our 3-hour Thanksgiving edition of NFL Game Day morning from Arlington. Take it away, Jane.
Thanks, Rich. The Cowboys now have the #1 ranked run defense. Yes, you heard that right. The top ranked run defense after being amongst the league's worst. That all happening right after the Quinnen Williams trade. Is Williams that good, as I inquired inside the building? And the answer was yes. But he's also been a missing piece, guys. When you add up the weight of Kenny Williams, Osa Odighizuwa, and Kenny Clark, we are now looking at almost 900 pounds of that interior push up front. But the big thing is they've moved this to a little bit more of a 5-man front. They are an attacking front. This is one that Quinnen Williams is keenly familiar with, and one that guys like Osa Odighizuwa are pulling off to the side to explain, like, what's the nuance to it? What are the trips? And I was told it is very simple advice. You need to have one good move and one counter move. And for Williams, keep an eye on that jab step.
So the AFC playoff picture, look who's in 10th place in the AFC entering Thanksgiving Day. It is the team that has basically roosted atop the American Football Conference since Patrick Mahomes took over. The Rams are the 1 seed in the NFC. As you saw, the Patriots are the only 10-win team in football as the 1 seed in the AFC. And the Cowboys are 10th in the NFC playoff picture at 5-5-1, having tied the Packers, who are taking on the Lions to kick off this triple header on Thanksgiving. We're taking to the kickoff of the 23rd all-time meeting between those two teams before the Chiefs and the Cowboys. Steve Mariucci have at it for our viewing pleasure on CBS. Which team is more likely to make the playoffs from that 10th seed in their respective conferences, Chiefs or Cowboys? You have the floor.
Think about that, Rich. They're both the 10th seed, and there's going to be over 50 million people watching this game because they're so interested. You got America's team on one hand, and you got the Chiefs, who frequently visit the Super Bowl, okay? But you know what? The Chiefs are the most likely team to make the playoffs in my mind because the Cowboys have 8 teams in front of them with 7 wins. So the Cowboys really don't control their own destiny. Other teams do. The Chiefs, you know what? They have their tough games at home. The remaining games after this tough game, Houston, Chargers, and Denver are all at Arrowhead. And guess what? Patrick Mahomes averages 304 scrimmage yards in Arrowhead at home. That's the most of anybody that's ever played the game. The Chiefs are going to go to the playoffs.
And I'm going to say the Chiefs as well. And I wanted to go back and look at the schedules and then kind of map it out. Who's going to win? To me, this is just about which team I trust. And I trust Andy Reid. I trust Patrick Mahomes. I trust Spags. I just trust this Chiefs team more than I trust the Cowboys. We can look at the schedule all we want, say the Cowboys are better on defense and they're playing. I just trust the Chiefs when it comes down to it, and you've got to win those tight games, those tough games, those must-win games down the stretch. There's one team I trust more than anybody else, and that's the Chiefs, so I'm going Chiefs here.
Rich, last week you asked me a question. Will the Chiefs make the playoffs? How many games will they win? How many will they lose? And there was a graphic up, and I said the Chiefs will win out. Well, last week, they won at home. They are 1-0 on this win-out streak that I believe they'll go on. The Chiefs will win out and make the playoffs. Then you look at the other side of the Cowboys, and there's one key factor in why they won't make the playoffs. They're the Cowboys.
Oh, boy.
This is what happens. You think they look good, then they cowboy out. This is just what happens. So I'm going with the Chiefs. Rich?
Well, the Cowboys, again, at 5-5-1, have this game, and then they're taking on Detroit 1 week from today. That is a big football game. 1 week in Week 14 from Sunday, the Chiefs will be hosting the Texans, as you said, Stephen. That's a pretty darn big football game for them because, and trust me, I chose the Chiefs. I stuck with them to make the Super Bowl. Their big problem is every single team currently occupying a wild card spot. Chargers, Jaguars, and Bills have all beaten them. So they're going to have to really go on a run, like you just said, Gerald, in order to leapfrog those teams that do have a back pocket tiebreaker to put on the table against them, should it be for a wild card spot. And then Denver comes off of their bye at 9-2, taking on a Commanders team that's not even listed in the hunt or sniffing it, depending on what show you're watching. And they're 9-2. Patriots finish off the week that starts later on today.